none, we'll continue on with the net. The group associated with this repeater, the Active Amateurs Radio Group, has a Facebook page, several Facebook pages. You can check it out. Just type in 147-300 on Facebook, and you'll find that, or Active Amateurs Radio Group for the other one. And both of those Facebook pages normally have pretty much the same post on them. You'll see some club-related stuff on AARG that doesn't show up on 147-300, but for the most part, both pages will contain the same post. The purpose of this net is to share information, continue learning about, and enjoy ham radio. No particular topic tonight, just general rag chew and discussion of all members and check-ins. And let me let it drop, and then I'll give some announcements here. For the Active Amateurs Radio Group, coming up this month on June the 13th, which is the second Saturday, we'll have our get-together. Right now, we'll just leave it at Monk's Corner, Bojangles. Unless somebody comes up with an idea they'd like to do something different, we can do that as well. On the 20th of this month is ARRL Kids Day. I put several posts out, one on the 147-300 Facebook page and one on the Active Amateurs Radio Group page. And I've received several comments from that. So we're starting to put together a small group that can get things going for Kids Day. And we'll do a portable setup. We don't have a location yet, but I think Nicholas is working on a spot over there by Austin Middle School. So that's what we'll probably do. But anyway, the plans are being worked, and as they start coming together, I'll make some more posts on Facebook for everybody to see. Let it drop for a second. Kids Day will be that Saturday only, the 20th, and it runs from 2 p.m. in the afternoon to 7:20 or 7:59 p.m. So it's about a 6-hour duration. Last time we did it, we were actually only out there for about 2 hours, maybe 3. Thundercloud came up on us, and we broke down shop real quick and got things put away. But if we were to stay the entire time, it's 2 p.m. to 7:59 p.m. are the official times. Then on the 8th, backing up a few days, on the 18th of this month, which is the third Thursday, will be our members meeting. I took a glance at the membership rolls, and we've got one pending member to vote on for that meeting right now. And it could be others show up before the meeting, but right now we've got one. All right, the weekend after Kids Day, the 27th, is going to be ARRL Field Day. That begins on 2 p.m. Saturday, the 27th, and runs through 13:59 or 1:59 p.m. on Sunday. We did participate in that. Was it last year or the year before? Anyway, we participated several times in Field Day. And if anybody wants to start putting together plans for that, shoot me a message, give me a call, throw a post up on Facebook, and I'm sure, we need 3 or 4 stations, portable stations to set up, and then we got a set of rules we'd have to go over, make sure we got everything covered. But it's not that hard to do, and we can do it again. Let me let it drop. That's all the announcements I have. All right, we're going to move on to check-ins for the 147-300 Tuesday night net. And we'll start out with short time stations. Any short time stations call net control now. Net control. Hey, Howard, please check in. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Zulu Zulu. KM4 by SEC. Short time tonight. picked up KM4YZZ, John. John's going to be in and out tonight. And we picked up KR4. And I didn't get the last three, but I'm sure we've got it in a previous log somewhere, Chip. That sounded like Pete. I believe his name is Pete in Reevesville. Pete, if you want to try to come back one more time, I'll try to pick that up. I just need your last three. KR4, give me the last three.
Echo, Bravo Yankee, EBY.
Got it. Very good. He came in a whole lot better that time. KR4EBY, Pete in Reevesville. All right. And Pete, I understand you're in and out tonight, Roger.
Yes, sir. Short time tonight. Thank you.
Got it. Roger. All right. Let's go on to Alpha through Mike. Call sign to suffix begins with Alpha through Mike. As we continue the check-ins here, call net control now.
Hey, good evening, Howard. Please check in KD4BER, Tony in Jamestown. I'll hang around for Rag 2.
All right. That was KD4BAO, Tony. Checking in. And we're still looking for check-ins. Alpha through Mike. Alpha through Mike check-ins. Call net control now. Nothing heard. We'll move on to November through Zulu. Call sign to suffix begins with November through Zulu. Please call net control now.
Net control. Net control, please check in. Kilo, Quebec 4, Zulu, India, Mike. KQ4 ZIM, Nicholas in Somerville. And I'll stick around. Thanks for running that.
Net control. Net control, please check in. Whiskey 4 Romeo X-Ray Lima. Angelo Metropolitan Goose Creek.
Net control. Net control, please check in. Kilo 4, November Yankee, Mark and K-Bay. Net control.
That sounds like Ronnie.
Good evening, Howard, and everybody. Check in. Kilo, Quebec 4. Romeo Tango Bravo. Ronnie in Monk's Corner.
All right. We picked up KQ4ZIM, Nicholas in Somerville. W4RXL, Angelo in Metropolitan Goose Creek. KK4NNY, Mark in Cane Bay. And KQ4RTB on the other side, Ronnie on the other side of Monk's Corner. Any others? November through Zulu. Check-ins for the 147-300 Tuesday night net. Call net control now. All right, this is KK4ZBE with the Active Amateurs Radio Group Tuesday night net on the 147-300 repeater. We'll go ahead and open it up to any and all check-ins. Any and all check-ins, call net control now.
Wow, short them out.
Heard. All right, we'll start with the rag chew then. And I'll kick it off being on top of the list. I've already done the announcements for AARG. Let's see, what do I got going on radio-wise? What do I got? Let's see. Well, I haven't done anything with EchoLink yet. It still needs to be worked, and I really want to move it inside. That's what I want to do with it. Just haven't got around to doing that yet. APRS Digipeater, that's down. I just never have hooked it back up. I forget why. I took it down when we were having those signals, those stray signals coming into the repeater, and we pretty much decided it wasn't our APRS Digipeater doing it, but I never got it back up after that, so I still got that to work on too. So So those are just kind of projects on my list. But as far as the shack goes, nothing new here. Well, I did swap out a DMR radio for a System Fusion radio. Thought I'd change up on the desk here for a little while. Put the FTM 400 back on the desk. Ronnie says he was getting some distant C4 FM signals. I wanted to see if I could tune into some of those. Maybe hear some new people out there in the digital world. It's a repeater, I think. I forget where he said it was, but he can tell us that when we get down to him. And let's see, we got the grandson this week, and so we're trying to do a few things with him, keep him busy. Already took him to Urban Air one day, and out riding the golf cart a lot. Went over to Mount Pleasant today. Went to Seawee Restaurant, good little restaurant over there. Had lunch over there, and he's wanting to go. I see we got sunshine coming the rest of the week, and he's wanting to go to a water park. So there may be a water park in my future here. But anyway, that's about all I got going right now. I'll move on down the list to my net logger for tonight, KQ4NMY Chip. Chip, Mike's yours, man. Go ahead.
All right. Well, thank you, Howard. Thank you for running the net tonight. Not a whole lot to report here. We went on a little camping trip, not last week, the week before. We went down to Crooked River State Park down in St. Mary's, Georgia, where one of our daughters lives. And spent a few days down there, and we got a little rain here while we were gone, and that was the first rain we got in a long time. And now we're up to about, there's about 2.5 inches in the gauge right now. So we have gotten a little rain lately. We're really happy about that. That's about all I got, Howard. And, I'll just say 73 to everybody. Thanks everybody for joining in tonight. And, KQ4NMY will be back to that control.
All right, Chip. Appreciate you being in here tonight, providing those comments and doing the logging for us. Looks like it's going to be a short.
Ooh. Uh-oh, Houston.
Network website.
Yes, sir, it did. And
Site again. And I'm back to net. DAO. Go ahead, Tony.
Hey, good evening, Howard. Not much going on this end.
If you want to watch
Decided to
this
turn the
film, I
radio
was
on
checking out
tonight.
the repeater, see if they switch repeaters.
Yeah, might do field day this year. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. The club up in Myrtle Beach is doing something. Went to the meeting last night, see what's going on up there. I haven't made it to the last two. But I don't know. We'll see. End of the month, still a couple weeks yet. But anyways, other than that, everything's going good on our end, and I'll turn it back over to Net Control, KD4BAO.
All right, Tony. Well, thanks for checking in tonight. I enjoyed having lunch with you there last week. And come on back every Tuesday night now. We do this every week. And I know you're not getting on the radio that much lately, but at least come back for the net. Let us know what's going on in your life. All right, let's move on down the list. KQ4ZIM, Nicholas, Somerville. Go ahead, Nicholas.
KK4BE, thank you. This is KQ4ZIM. Thanks for running the net. Appreciate that. I went and saw Charlie today in Somerville, so that was kind of nice. Spent some time with him and David KK4BE-R. School down. I'm happy about that. Took on a couple too many projects too fast, but the big wheel keeps turning. Yeah, I'd love to talk to you about some stuff, Howard. I'll hopefully get to meet up with you real soon. And good evening to everybody on the net. And those of you that aren't with us this evening. KQ4ZIM, back to net control.
All right, Nicholas, appreciate you checking in here tonight. And yeah, we got to talk soon. I don't, just shoot me a text or something. Let me know what your schedule is. And I know we had mentioned something about a field between the two schools there as being a possibility. I want to go ahead and get the location kind of narrowed in here. So sometime within the next couple of days, shoot me a text. I don't have anything going on. I should be right here with your grandson, unless we're at a water park or something. But I'll have my phone with me. And let's get that location locked in, and then we can move on from there. All right, moving on down the list, W4RXL, Angelo in Goose Creek. Go ahead, Angelo.
Good evening, everybody. Large group tonight. Not much going on. My youngest son is right now down here staying with me. He knows how long, but he's down here right now. I've been kind of busy this week. Also got some other things going on. I've been having a lot of ups and downs with the diabetes. Right now I got it under control, but I've been having some issues. Some days are good, some days are bad. But I'm having a good day, so I'm thankful for that. Really enjoy having some rain for once. I mean, getting all that dust washed away and all that good stuff. Not much more. I'll send it back to you there, Howard. W4RXL. I'm clear.
All right, Angela, appreciate you checking in tonight, providing us the comments. You know, I'll tell you what now. You mentioned that you've had ups and downs with your diabetes there. I see enough commercials on TV that the diabetics of the world sounds like they have a lot of options nowadays. Manjaro, Ozempic, and I just heard another one this afternoon, right before the net. They were announcing another one. Some miracle drug for diabetes. So I don't know if your doctor's trying all that stuff on you, but I tell you what, it seems like they're coming out with a new one every day. And but anyway, I wish you well, Angelo, and hopefully you get that under control and get back to normal there. All right, let me go ahead and sign. Almost 10 minutes is almost past. This is Kilo 4 Zulu Bravo Echo for the Active Amateurs Radio Group and the 147-300 Tuesday night net. Let's go ahead and check for check-ins too while we're here, and then I'll pick you up, Mark. Any check-ins for the net? Any additional check-ins, late check-ins, any check-ins? Call net control now.
Well, small group.
Nothing heard. Dropping on down to Mark, KK4NNY. Go ahead, Mark.
Evening, Howard. Good evening, everybody on the net. Yeah, I echo Angelo's gracious thoughts on the rain. In my rain gauge from Sunday, I emptied it at Monday morning, and then we got that shower Monday afternoon, and then last night we got some good rain too. I've had 4.6 inches in my little graduated cylinder rain gauge, so everybody's lawn's looking a lot happier, and I was bringing the trash can in from the street. The lawn was real gushy, so won't have to water for at least a few days, so really enjoyed that. Radio-wise, not a whole lot going on. Been playing around with this PodaCat software that can control your rig and log for you, and I tell you, the more things you get into, it it gets complicated. I found out that the USB port on the ICOM 7300 is live. So if you got the radio turned off, but you just turn on the power supply, that USB is hot, so I guess you could do remote power on if you were doing that for the radio. And that screws up the sound card in my laptop and shuts down the speakers and shuts down the microphone so that it's only looking at the radio. So if I try to do some Zoom stuff or if I try to do anything that needs the speaker, I got to shut the rig down and turn off the power supply and wait for the computer to get back to normal. So fun stuff. Technology is great. But 7-3 all, everyone have a good week. KK4, NNY, back to net.
All right, Mark, treasurer of the group. Appreciate you checking in tonight, providing the comments. And so I've got the same issue. I've got the ICOM 7300 and I've got the ICOM 9700, and I've got both of them plugged in to the computer. And what I do is I don't ever have that problem because I guess I discovered sometime in the past, I just click on the little speaker down on the bottom right hand, and of course now that I said it I can't find it, it's not popping up for me, but maybe it's a right click. You open that up and you can quickly select which sound card you want to use, whether it be in the 9300 or the 9700 and the 7300 are going to be named USB audio codec something something something. So you know that the codec is 7300, and then your sound card will be Realtek or Dolby or whatever kind of sound card you got in the computer, but you can select it real quick and just kind of hover. Oh no. Well, you know what? Now that I say it, I can't find it. But anyway, it's right down on the right hand side, the little speaker, and I don't know if it's a hover over, left click, or right click, but one of them will bring up that little selection window, and you can just pick the one you want. Anyway, hopefully that helps. All right, we're going to move on down to the last on the list. Of course, we'll call for check-ins after that, but we'll turn it over to KQ4RTV, Ronnie, on the other side of Monk's Corner.
Yeah, we still got to get Jason.
Oh, wow, last already. My goodness. All right, good evening, everybody. KQ4RTV. I got a few things here. Let's see. Yeah, that frequency is 442.100, and it's NE4SC repeater there at Conway. So now, the first night I tried it, I was successful, but you know it kind of comes and goes with the band conditions. So, but it's linked to the NCVA link system, so it's it travels across Virginia and North Carolina up that way. So it has a broader coverage of. So, but it's through the you can get onto it through the hotspots and all that too. So, but you can look up NCVA. Let me see. I have to put a click address here in. I could ncvafusion.org, and like North Carolina, Virginia fusion.org is just ncvafusion.org, and it'll give you the list of you can go from there. But let's see. I sold my generator, and I sold a tiller I had to sell, so it gave me a little play money. So I ordered a QMX to put together. I said I want to do something to tinker with, so I ordered one to put together. So I'll tackle that. See what happens. And prior to that, I ordered it's from HF Signals, a Z-Bit X version 2, and it's like a little Raspberry Pi. It uses a Raspberry Pi Zero to run it, but it's SDR. Little SDR RP radio. What was it? 5 watts, and it'll do FT8 on board. So it's got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and it still has the Raspberry Pi software on it. You can hook it up to an external monitor through the HDMI port and and look at it. Anyways, I hadn't never tackled FT8 yet, but it's supposed to do it all. It's got a log and everything, so you can do it all right there from it. Let me let it drop here. So I'll have that tomorrow. So not tomorrow, but Thursday. I'll be tinkering with that. But I'll post some pictures of it up on the group page there. You can check it out. But pretty interesting. It was low cost. But let's see, the rain that I got here. We ended the month of May with 3.13 inches here, and last year, this time at the end of May this year it was 10.8 inches, 10.58 inches. That's year to date this year. Last year at the same time we were 13.8. So we've got like a 3 1/4 difference from last year, and then in the negative, and then. Last year we finished out about 12 inches in the negative from the previous year, so altogether. But I'm glad to see a little bit coming. And I got out there and cleaned the gutters yesterday before we got a little rain, and it was full of leaves and them old oak buds or whatever. From back in the pollen days, they'd been up there, and so I got up there and cleaned all that up around the house. Had a mess, and let it drop again. Since there ain't that many tonight, and I'll just I'll give it a little airtime. Got a funny story to tell you. And my wife, we rolled, we laughed till we hurt, and but I got up the other morning. And my bladder got me up. I got up, went to the bathroom. I emptied my bladder. I pushed the flush. I wasn't looking. I pushed the flush to have me glance, and I saw some red things go down into swirling down into oblivion. I thought, what the heck was that? And I was looking, checking myself and everything. And I'm like, man, I must have passed a stone. And so I come in the kitchen. My wife's in the kitchen. She was doing something, and I looked. I thought, well, sometimes, her fingernails will peel, her polish will peel, and she'll just peel it off, and just throw it, just drop it right there in the bathroom and in the toilet, and come in. And I said, "You paint your fingernails recently?" And she said, "No. I thought you had it painted red, white, blue, or whatever for Memorial Day." She said, "Oh, I done been changed that." And they was painted like a teal color, and I'm like, well, and I said, she said, what is it? And I said, well, I was thinking they might have peeled some fingernails off in the toilet. I said, I think I passed the kidney stone. She said, you feel it? And I said, no. She said, how'd you know you passed it? I said, there was some red things that I caught, that was going down in the flush, and I was at the last minute I couldn't get a good look, and it just, and so you get our age, you start paying attention to stuff like that, but. And she held up her toes. They was red, and she had trimmed the end of her toes, and she said, "I'm just saving the flush." But anyways, it turned out to be, we laughed about that, and I was in a panic, like, man, I want to go to the doctor or something. Turned out to be a daggone toenail floating in there that I didn't see at first. But anyway. I'll let it go there. Let somebody else come in. KQ4 RTV.
All right, Ronnie. Well, how about that? Conserving water and scared you to death. Oh man. All right. Let's see. Oh, it's 8:30. It's we're moving right along here. This is Kilo 4 Zulu Bravo Echo. The 147-300 Tuesday Night Net, sponsored by the Active Amateurs Radio Group. Any other check-ins out there wanting to check in, call Net Control now.
Net Control. Hey, man, what's happening? Yeah, go ahead and check me in there. KK4BE-R, man. I'm over here on 176 by the turn on to, what is that? Black Tom Road, man. We were coming from the Berkeley actually high school graduation, man. So I was out here riding in and was listening in. I missed the last time you were like, hey, I'm gonna get other people in, and I think I was running my mouth. I missed that one. So check me in there.
All right. Pleased to welcome KK4BE-R Jason out mobile to the net, and we'll be right back to you, Jason. We've only got 10 on the list tonight, and you're number 10, and Ronnie was number 9. So, but Mark, I wanted to make a comment. KK4NMY, Mark, if you're still out there. All right. So if you left click on the speaker, and then you got the slide bar for the volume. Go all the way to the right and hover over those two little funny looking emblems, and it says select the sound output, and you click on that, and it will bring up every sound card, which it looks at the 7300 as a sound card. So and you'll be able to select your computer and still have the 7300 plugged in, and you should be good. Anyway, I'm glad I found that again. I thought I had lost it because I clicked that thing a lot. I click it a lot. All right, we're going to move on down the list. KK4BE-R. Jason, go ahead, man.
Hey, man, what's happening? I don't have a whole bunch going on here, and I'm mobile, too, so I don't really have anything in front of me to look at as far as weather-wise, man. But, man, you know, a lot of stuff has been moving through over the past couple of days. We've gotten a good bit of rain over, I'd say, just over the weekend. And, man, I tell you what, I quit watering the grass. I've been telling everybody that. I quit. I'm done. Nature's doing it. Seems like she's doing all right. And we may hold that pattern there for a little while in the afternoons at least, you know. And then you were saying some possibility of maybe some sunshine. And I'm ready for that. But we do need the rain, man, you know. Everything looks good now, you know. Everything's nice and green, clean. That's all you really want to look. You know, that burn, the wildfire, that stuff drops out when we get rain like that, man, you know. Kind of got a little sketchy there, though. We were getting real dry, and I was hearing, you know, brush fires popping up here, popping up there. So I think that's to the wayside now, and I think we'll continue that summertime pattern, man. But I believe there's a cool down coming too, though. That's the thing. I think there's another cool down coming, only for a couple days, maybe overnight, like I said, and then it'll be out of here. But to see him come, you know, in the June time, it's pretty cool. Literally, it's cool outside. You know, today was not too bad. Not at all. This evening's even better. But that's about the best I got. Like I said, I'm mobile. I'm almost about up here at Cane Bay, man, so I'm about to turn in and drop everybody off, and we're going to load up and head back out. But either way, wanted to check into the net. KK4BE-R, man, over here off of Black Tom Road in Cane Bay. Wildcat Chase. 73, men, and I'll give it back to net control.
All right, Jason, very good. Glad you took the time to check in there. Being mobile and coming from a graduation, that's good. Good on you. And yeah, well, I guess tonight the topic is conserving water. You've turned off your sprinklers, and Ronnie's wife is not flushing the toilet when she clips her toenails. So everybody's saving water tonight. All right, this is KK4BE-R with the 147-300 net. Any other check-ins? Call net control now. Net control.
Charles.
Net control, please check in. Kilo, Mike 4, Hotel, X-Ray, Alpha, KM4, HX8, Charles, and Goose Creek. All right, Nets, please recognize KM4, HX8, Charles, and Goose Creek. Charles, we're going to turn it right back to you, man. We're at the bottom of the list. You're number 11. We got a short net tonight, so go ahead. Good evening, everybody on the net. Yep, I got 2.5 inches of rain in one day over here, so it's good. Got out there saturated pretty heavy out there. And we got June 20th, field day coming up, and then we also got 27 and 28 to be regular field day. So we're looking for some people to be making something happen on them days.
back to you, net control.
Roger that, Charles. Appreciate you taking the time to check in. And yeah, we talked about that a little bit, or I covered that during my announcements there. And I'm gonna be talking with Nicholas here next couple of days, and we'll be looking for a good location. And then we'll go from there. That's for Kids Day now, not for Field Day. That'll be for Kids Day, which is the first one on the 20th. And the hours on that are 2 p.m. Saturday to 7:59 p.m. So like 2 to 8. And so the hours aren't too bad. I mean, that's something we can head out after lunch. It don't take that long to set up portable. But anyway, appreciate you being here tonight. All right, I'm going to open it up for last round of comments and any other check-ins out there before we close this thing down. All check-ins that anybody have comments or need a second round, and if there's anybody out there still wanting to check in, call net control now.
I'll comment.
Go comment.
This is KQ4BE-R concerning Alston Middle School field. KN1KSR and myself and our trucks are going to go out there Thursday after school, or after his work. He got a new truck, so I want to see what he did to it, and I want him to get some pointers on mine. And that'd be a good time to check out the field on Thursday after 3 o'clock. Throwing it out there. KQ4BE-R.
All right, Nicholas, that sounds good. And it's I'm not real familiar with what you're talking about there, but it's easy enough to find, right? If I were to drive to Alston Middle School, I would see it, right?
Yeah, you'd have to go into either the bus the bus loop or the parking lot for car rider pickup. We usually use the front of the building. It would be basically in the back of the building, the area between Alston Middle School and Alston Bailey Elementary School. You can see it on 78, but you have to look past the parking lot. They got, I think, a soccer field, a football field, kind of gaga pit. There's some room to play there.
All right, sounds good. I'll try to meet you guys out there then, and do that. All right, anybody else? Any check-ins or late comments? Call net control now. Nothing heard. I'd like to thank everybody that participated in the net tonight. Appreciate the check-ins and the comments. And we will close the net and return the repeater and the frequency back to normal amateur use. This is KK4BE-R and all 73.